guys, Cinema Sickness here in Goodwill, about to do another quick little impromptu video for you guys because I got something pretty cool to show you guys. This here is for you wrestling fans. Now, I'm not a huge wrestling fan, as you guys know. I'm just a mediocre wrestling fan. I really like the early 90s, like late 80s wrestling. Pretty much anything after like the early 90s I'm not really into. But even this has, even I'm kind of blown away by what I'm seeing in front of me right now, and that is an entire display here of wrestling DVDs. There are so many here. This is insane. Obviously a collector, a huge fan of wrestling, must have given away his stuff to Goodwill. 90% of this is all wrestling stuff. There's 4 sides of this display, all full of wrestling DVDs. I have a little pile here that I'm getting. This is all stuff that I'm interested in. Early 90s stuff, late 80s stuff, really cool history of stuff. That's the kind of things I'm interested in. So what I'm going to do now is show you, I'm just going to go through everything and show you all they have here, because I want to just show you guys how awesome this is. I'm not really going to talk too much now. I'm just going to basically point the camera at the actual titles and kind of flip through them so you guys can get an idea. These are all good sets too. I at home have some like single disc sets. These are like the 3 disc sets too. Somebody spent some money on these. Somebody laid down a lot of money to buy all this stuff. Why they got rid of it, I don't know, but let's take a look at what they have. I want to show you guys. This is pretty insane. All right guys, let's start off and take a look at everything here. Hopefully you guys can get an idea of what these titles are. I'm not going to call them all out. I don't even know them all, but there's so much here. This is ridiculous. As you can see, some of these are big, like 3-disc collector sets. How cool is that? Again, guys, a lot of this isn't stuff I'm interested in. A lot of this is newer stuff. I mean, like WrestleMania 21, I really don't care about that. Like with The Rock versus Goldberg, not my thing. Kane, not my thing. Mark the Rock, not my thing. As you can see, there's Triple H. I mean, so much cool stuff here. There's the Hall of Fame. That I might actually grab. So as you can see, just tons and tons of stuff. There's some more collector sets down here. I swear, you wrestling fans are going to be so upset that you're... Well, okay, I don't think there's any wrestling in here. Oh, no, I lied. There are some. Here's some more wrestling. So you wrestling fans are going to be so upset right now. I do apologize for making you quite jealous, I'm sure. But, man, there's so much good stuff here. It's ridiculous. And all 4 sides are just full of wrestling titles. Again, hopefully you guys can get an idea of what these all are. Just gonna go through them really quickly. Some of these are brand new, still factory sealed too. Actually, a lot of them are like that. We keep going. More down here as well. I think there are more down here. Maybe not. There's some wrestling games down here too, which is pretty cool. There's any wrestling movies down here. Don't see any. These are all games. Yeah, there's some more wrestling games too. Oh, here you go. This is insane, guys. I'm not sure if there's any wrestling over here. These might be all the non-wrestling titles. Yeah, I don't think any of these are wrestling, but they do have some cool stuff over here too, like Partridge Family Seasons. I already have that. There's some good non-wrestling titles over here. And I don't think there was any wrestling down here. No. There are some more over here. Let's go over to the other side here. And here you go, guys. More wrestling. So this is just insane, guys. Tons of stuff. I mean, look at this. Kmart exclusive. Still factory sealed. Lots and lots of awesome stuff. And again, that's all the stuff that I'm thinking of picking up. We will take a look at that when I get home. So I just wanted to show you guys how insane this was and how much wrestling stuff there is here. I'm blown away. It's insane. It's a shame I'm not more of a wrestling fan. Actually, if I was a wrestling fan, this would be bad because I'd be spending a lot of money today. But I'm only spending money on that, which is already a lot as it is. But man, there's so much cool stuff here. So wrestling fans, sorry to make you jealous. Okay guys, well that's it. This is a really quick trip here to Goodwill. I did look back there at the CDs, no CD soundtracks, nothing else good that I even want to show you guys. This is what's worth showing. This is what's insane. Just this whole rack here of nothing but, well, almost nothing but wrestling DVDs. A few other DVDs thrown in here and there, but 90% of this all wrestling. That is insane. Insane. I just can't believe it. So really, really cool. Even though I'm not a huge wrestling fan, I'm still picking up all these titles over here. This is all stuff I'm grabbing. Very awesome. So sorry to make you jealous, guys. All you wrestling fans, I'm sorry to make you jealous. These are all between $2 and $5 a piece. Just, I'll say it again, insane. So that's it. We're done. I'm going home. I just spent way too much money today. Not spending anymore, not stopping anywhere else. So let's go home and take a look at what I got. All right, guys, back from Goodwill, and just, what can I say other than just, wow. This is the first time, I think, ever that I've been excited for anything wrestling. Again, I'm not a big wrestling fan. I've never really been all that into it. Back when it got huge, like kind of like in the mid-90s when just wrestling was everywhere, I was so not into it. I could care less. I make fun of a lot of kids who were into it. It wasn't my thing. Wrestling was not my thing. But I'm very nostalgic for like the late 80s, early 90s wrestling, since I used to watch that with my father. Again, I was never really into it even back then, but I remember on like Saturdays and Sundays, my father and I sitting in the living room eating our lunch, you know, him eating whatever, me eating my tuna fish sandwich or my peanut butter and jelly or whatever like that, sitting there with my dad on the couch watching wrestling matches. He was really into it. So it's very nostalgic for me, and of course, my father passing away a few years ago, it's you know, it brings back good memories. So I do enjoy picking up like wrestling DVDs, whether it's matches or history or something like that, from late 80s, early 90s wrestling. And also when it comes to like history of certain wrestling, whether it be like wrestling topics, whether it be a wrestler or whether it be like a like some type of matches or something like that, any kind of history on wrestling also intrigues me because I just like to learn. I love documentaries. I love learning about stuff, and pretty much a documentary on almost anything can interest me because I love learning and I love finding out about things. So love picking up those. So anyway, as you saw, there was that display. It was their normal DVD display, which is usually, you know, pick through and has a couple movies on it here and there. 4 full sides, 90% of that all being wrestling. I was just blown away. I couldn't believe it. I kind of feel bad because, I mean, that must have been somebody's pride and joy at one point. So either somebody must have really been into wrestling, went nuts collecting all the DVDs, and then at some point maybe just gave up on the hobby and said, you know, I don't want to collect DVDs anymore. I have no idea. Maybe, hopefully it's not like some mom, you know, getting rid of some kids' stuff. Because, I mean, the fact that this was all given to Goodwill is crazy. This is all stuff that could have been sold online or donated, or, you know, given to a pawn shop or taken to FYE or something like that and traded in for money. I'm sure they could have got some money for these, especially since a lot of these were like collector's sets. These are like the 3-disc versions of a lot of stuff as opposed to like the single disc version. So there's some money here. This whoever had these could have got some money. So I'm really curious as to why these were donated to Goodwill, why they were not sold. Again, it really makes you wonder if maybe it's some mother getting back at some kid or something, or maybe just some kid just got out of it and just decided to give it all away. I don't know what the reason could be, but just insane there was that much stuff. So anyway, without any further ado, let's just get down to it and take a look at everything I picked up. So the first 2 titles I'm going to show you here, these are the 2 non-wrestling titles I picked up, because they did have some other non-wrestling stuff there, so figured I'd look through those and ended up picking up 2. I got these for $1.97 a piece. First one here being Superhero Squad, Quest for the Infinity Sword, Volume 1. I think I have Volumes 3 and 4 of this, so I still need to get Volume 2, but it was in good shape, which I'm surprised. I was waiting for this just to be destroyed. Not a single scratch or smudge on the disc. That is great. When it comes to kids' titles, they're usually almost always destroyed. This was in perfect shape. That is awesome. I'm trying to get all the Superhero Squad DVDs, so I think I made maybe 2 more to go, and I'll have them all, so very cool. And then this, I really don't know much about, but I figured I'd pick it up. That is Flipper Best of Season 2. Now, I know this isn't from the original series. I guess there was like a newer series or something like that. Apparently starring Jessica Alba. My guess is, I wouldn't be surprised Jessica Alba's in this like a little bit. And they just plopped her face really big on the front. Like, look everybody, Jessica Alba's in this. Yeah, I bet she shows up for like 4 seconds. I don't know though. But I really don't know what this is. I've watched the original Flipper all the time. When I was a kid, I used to watch on Nickelodeon, but I've never seen this series, so I don't really know anything about this. Is it any good? I don't know, but it was $197. It's still factory sealed, so I figured I'd pick it up and we'll see. All right, so that was it. That was all the non-wrestling stuff. Now on to all the wrestling titles I picked up. Look at all these. Grabbed all of this. And this is the stuff I really wanted. There were some titles there that I was debating getting, but I passed. And it's not that I necessarily didn't want them all, but I just spent $70 here, $70. I know I got a lot of good stuff for great prices, but I had to be a little bit more picky. I wasn't gonna go too crazy, since, again, especially since I'm not like some giant wrestling fan. I decided to just kind of take it easy, sit back a little bit, and just pick up the stuff I really wanted. So, first stack of movies here. Well, not movies, but stack of titles here. These are all $197 a piece. First one here being Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen, which I guess is just, from what I've read in the synopsis, a documentary about Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen. Pretty cool. Definitely excited to hear the history of that. Then I got History of WrestleMania 1 through 9. Very cool. From 1985 to 1993. Perfect. 85 to 93. That is like my time period right there. I mean, I see Andre the Giant on the back here. I see Jake the Snake. I see the original Undertaker. What I mean by the original Undertakers. Man, with the Undertaker's changed. I remember the Undertaker being this creepy dude who would carry this like cask around, throw people in it, and of course he had the pallbearer and stuff like that. That's how I remember. I remember the original like early 90s Undertaker. And then nowadays, he seems so different. I know he like apparently just lost a match or something like that. I don't know. He was like undefeated or something. Again, I don't watch wrestling, but I heard everybody talking about it. I think it was like the last WrestleMania or something like that just happened. Everybody was talking about it, and I was looking at pictures of him and seeing like little video clips of him, and I'm like, that is not the Undertaker I knew. He is totally different now. He looks 100% different. I just remember him being this big creepy dude who never talked. He was just always staring at him. Paul Bearer would be the guy who always talked for him and carried that urn around. He was such a creepy dude. I loved him when I was a kid. But he's so different now. But anyway, I see him right there, the way I remember him. So very awesome. This should be really cool. This is right up my alley of when I used to watch wrestling with my father. Now this I'm kind of bummed about, because I just bought this for $5 at Best Buy. And of course, hey, now I come across the 2-disc set. And that is the Triumph and Tragedy of World Class Championship Wrestling. Just picked this up, and I did watch it already. So I did open it up, so yeah, that sucks. I was kind of bummed that I already bought it and watched it. So I have the 1-disc copy, which I will, I guess, put it for sale or something like that. But I also have the 2-disc copy. So I figured for $197, what the hell, I'd pick it up. I'm getting an extra disc, which I believe just comes with a bunch of, I think it just comes with a bunch of matches, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I think it's what's on the second disc. The first disc is the documentary that I've seen. Second disc, yeah, it looks to be a bunch of matches. So pretty cool. So I figured I'd grab it, even though I already have the single disc version. For $2, what the hell? Then I grabbed The Greatest Superstars of WrestleMania 2-disc set, a Walmart exclusive. Brand new, factory sealed. Yeah, you know, I'm not like super sure if this is something I'm like really dying to see, because it looks like it goes from WrestleMania, yeah, it's kind of weird. It sure jumps around. It looks like it's WrestleMania 7, then 10, then 15, then 18 and 18. Let's see, what is it? It's 19, 21, 21, 21, 22, 22. So I don't know. So maybe basically Hulk Hogan. Looks like Hulk Hogan versus Salt and Slaughter, and Bret the Hitman Hart versus Yokozuna. The big giant dude. I remember him. Looks like the only thing on here I'm really interested. The rest of the matches I don't really care all that much about. But again, $197, so I figured I'd pick it up. I'll at least check out those 2 matches. And these are cool. I already have a couple of these in my collection, so grab a few more. Grab the WWE Legends of Wrestling. This one here being Heat Seekers. Very awesome. Same thing here, but this here being Rowdy Roddy Piper and Terry Funk. I'm not sure who Terry Funk is. I don't recognize Terry Funk, but of course, Rowdy Roddy Piper there. That's awesome. Very cool. And then Hulk Hogan and Bob Backlund. Am I pronouncing that right? See, Hulk Hogan I know, but Bob Backlund, I'm not sure if I recognize that name. I don't know. So, very cool. Like I said, I already have like 2 or 3 of these in my collection, so I had to pick up 3 more. And then the last of the $197 titles was Andre the Giant, which is apparently a documentary about Andre the Giant, which is really cool. I remember him when I was a kid. I loved Andre the Giant when I was a kid. I was really into him, so that is cool. Definitely looking forward to checking that out. Interesting history on him too. So very cool. All right, next two titles here were oddly marked at $3.97 a piece. I don't know why they weren't marked at was it $4.97 like the other ones I'm going to show you soon, but whatever. Save the buck. First one here being the greatest wrestling stars of the 80s. Now, again, right up my alley. That's what I want to see. 80s, I'm sold. So this should be really cool. I mean, I'm seeing so many cool people in here. This is going to be a great watch. Definitely can't wait for that. And it's a 3-disc set too, so really cool. I don't know if it's all just matches or what, but it's the stuff I like. It's the 80s stuff, so that's awesome. And then this I almost didn't grab, but I figured what the hell I'd pick it up, and that is the WWE Hall of Fame 2004 induction ceremony. So pretty awesome. I remember hearing about this in what is it? Damn it, the Superstar Billy Graham, the documentary I have on him. I remember which they had there. I remember hearing about him being inducted into this, so I just figured I'd pick it up. I mean, it features Jesse the Body Ventura. Let's see. Trying to think of who I know on here. Craig the Hammer Valentine. That same name sounds familiar. Junkyard Dog, Billy Graham. So, anyway, it just looks interesting. I don't know. I'll check it out. I believe this is a 2-disc set. Yes, 2 discs. Very cool. All right, and now on to the $4.97 titles. First one here, this is really cool because, like I said, I used to be a big fan, and that is The History of the Undertaker. That's going to be a good watch. Like, look at Undertaker there. That's so weird. He doesn't look like I see this picture, like, there, and I'm like, what the hell is that? It's not the Undertaker I remember at all. Like, he's so different now. He's like a completely different guy than what I remember him being back in the day. Feature 21 of The Undertaker's greatest matches. Very cool. Looks like it starts from 91. So yeah, it's right around when I remember him coming to be. So yeah, so I'm really interested in checking this out. Should be a cool little documentary on The Undertaker. Like I said, I used to be a big fan of him back in the day, but apparently he's very different now, so we will see. Then I had to grab this, Bret the Hitman Hart. That's awesome. This year being a 3-disc collection edition set. That is so cool. Check that out. That's awesome. I guess this is looks like a history and then some matches, so that is awesome. 3-disc set. Again, very, 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 can't get this shut. Very cool. This year was still factory sealed, and this, I don't really remember much about this wrestler. I know the name, but again, it's still not somebody who I'm like really all that familiar with, and that is Ricky Steamboat, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Like, I recognize him. Like, I know I've seen this guy wrestle before, but I don't really know too much about him. This year being another 3-disc set, still factory sealed, so that's awesome. Definitely looking forward to checking it out, because this is, just old school wrestling right here, so that's great. Then I picked up Heart and Soul, the Hart Family Anthology. Figured what the hell, I'd grab that. Looks pretty cool. Seems to feature some matches and I guess a little bit of a history. So, also awesome. I like this artwork here. This is the history of, I guess it's just the history of the WWE Championship, I guess. That's great. Looks like a book. That's pretty cool. This year being is it 2 or 3 discs? A 3-disc set. So that's pretty cool. It comes with a bunch of matches. And, I mean, I would assume some history. Possibly, I don't know. But we're going all the way from 71. Let's see, disc 1 is from 71 to 89. And then disc 2 is from 90 to 98. And disc 3 is from 2000 to 2005. So pretty cool. Like, I'll be really interested in watching disc 1 and then like half a disc 2. So that is cool. Then we have the Shawn Michaels Story, Heartbreak and Triumph. This year being a, what's this? How many discs is this? 2 or 3? 3-disc set. That is also great. Very cool. And then finally, this, I lucked out. This I also just picked up from Best Buy. However, I have not watched my copy. My copy is not open yet, and that is The True Story of WrestleMania. This year being the 3-disc set. I bought the 1-disc set for $5. So like I said, I have not opened it yet, so that I am going to return to Best Buy. I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow. So grab this again for $5. So pay the same price. Very cool. I will get my money back for the one I already bought. So why not have the 3-disc set instead of the 1-disc? So that's awesome. So there you go, guys. That is it. What a day. And once again, I really wasn't even planning on going into Goodwill. It was just like the other day when I was there and found all those HD DVDs. I really wasn't planning on going there. I happened to be in the area. I figured, what the hell, I'm going to stop in. And it paid off, which is why I always stop in Goodwill. So if I'm by a Goodwill, even if I'm not planning on going, I usually always stop in. And it's reasons like this that I stop in. So yeah, I did spend a little bit on this. I spent close to $70 on all this, but it was totally worth it. Just got just some awesome stuff. Really looking forward to checking all this out, watching some great old matches and whatnot. And as you saw, they had a ton left. So many DVDs there. Some wrestling fans going to go in there and be really pleasantly surprised, especially if he's into like modern wrestling. He's going to really, or she, whoever, is going to be really into, is going to be really lucky and really excited to see all that. So I wouldn't be surprised if next time I go in there, it's all gone. I would not be surprised. So anyway, guys, so that is it for today. Just, again, an excellent day. So anyway, guys, that's it. So like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. If not already subbed, please do. And if you're not already over at cinemasickness.com, head on over there, click on the shop tab, purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness sticker or a Cinema Sickness button. You can help me pay myself back for all these DVDs, for the $70 of wrestling DVDs I just bought. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.